Hi. Okay, so after the last message that I posted, I was like, okay, I really need to think about this. Like I really do. And I thought about it. So, let me read this to you, okay? I believe in one source. One originating intelligence. Not a man in the sky, not a punisher, not a cosmic vending machine for prayers, right? I see God as an original current, right? That everything else flows from. Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, the prophets, the mystics. Those aren't separate gods to me. They're translations, different cultures tuning into the same signal and describing it in the language they have. Okay? So, I don't experience God as something that is outside of me, like judging me. I experience God as something that moves through me, not my ego, okay? Not my personality. I'm not a God. I'm nothing, okay? And no offense, so are you. But regardless, you were given a little piece of something extraordinary. You were connected to something extraordinary. And if you can tap into that, then you might be something special. You see what I'm saying? But everybody has the ability to do it. That was at 144 too. That was crazy. So, as I was saying, not moving through me through my ego, my personality, or me thinking I'm something special, but it's like animating a force inside of me, that the part of me that knows when something's off, the part of me that pushes me to grow, the part that won't let me stay asleep forever. That's why I don't believe God is against me. Why would something that is a part of me be something that could ever be against me? You gonna turn on yourself? I was born Jewish. I went to Hebrew school. Religion never landed for me. And it's not because I didn't try, and not because I didn't believe or have faith, but it was because I couldn't, it didn't explain suffering in a way that made any fucking sense to me. I could not reconcile a God that would watch children, animals, or vulnerable people suffering and just calls it up punishment, karma, divine will. Like, that is not, and never has and never will sit right with me. And that's just me. You don't have to agree with me. So, what brought me to spirituality in the first place, okay, wasn't that I lost faith, but I lost faith in explanations that required me to blame myself for everything. Like, there's something wrong with me. Like, yeah, there's probably a lot wrong with me. And there's probably a lot wrong with you too. But at what point, you're torturing yourself, right? Like, eventually, we are torturing ourselves doing that, right? I don't believe that God comes down, floats down, and fixes your life for you. I believe God gives you the awareness, the pressure, the clarity, and the strength to keep fucking moving, because ultimately you are a piece of and connected to, and I feel either you're directly connected to this, I'm seeing this is it, you know what I mean? And then it's like I drew this for the live once. Like, either you're directly connected to it, or you're connected to this dude that's connected to it. You know what I mean? And either you're very close to source, descendant of source. You know what I'm saying? How that, in my opinion, might determine the level of awareness you get, because this isn't about awakening, enlightenment, yes, but it's ultimately, when you get to that point where literally I don't give a fuck what you say about me. No, like I'm saying I don't give a fuck what you say about me. That's how you know. Not, I don't give a fuck what you say about me because I'm better than you. No, I don't give a fuck what you say about me because I know who I am. I know lots of shit. Some things you just cannot share. Some things you know better than to boast about. If I even try to say something like it won't come out. I could never ever say I can't. I can't. I can't. Do I think God loves me? Yeah, because I love me and I'm part of it. It is me. So why would me not love me? I mean, I don't love me all the time, but in the grand scheme of things, yes. This me loves this me, and that me, and all the me's. The ones that are way too far down in the underworld and the ones that are directly here. Because we all have ones that are like either direct, you've got your shadow, which essentially your shadow is just what you won't admit, what you don't want to admit, what you don't want to think about, what your deepest fears and pains and just everything. That's what's in here. Do we want to dredge all of it up? No, not necessarily. That's the other part. We'll get into that at another point. Stay focused. Okay. I don't believe that God comes down to fix your life. I believe God gives you the awareness, the pressure, right? And the clarity to keep moving. But the movement is still mine, right? Like I'm still making the choice, which as you need to be doing. When I feel stuck, it's not because I'm being punished or abandoned. It's because something in me knows that it's time to act, and action is uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. How much I've changed, I can't even, I don't even recognize that. Sometimes she still comes out, but when I really think about her, I don't recognize her anymore. That is ego death. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you know you ain't shit, and you definitely connected directly to your original source in order to dredge this shit up or to kill that ego, you definitely connected directly. That's how you know. Okay, I know now. There's a greater intelligence. I know now. Now I don't need to know all the answers, and even if they're given to me, I should take that as something extremely fucking special and not So, nothing is coming down from the sky to save me. My connection is already there, the energy is already there, and what matters is whether I choose to move with it. I also believe that not everyone experiences source in the same way. Some people feel directly connected, others experience it through layers, belief systems, trauma, fear, culture, conditioning. So no one is better or worse, it just is more or less interference in between you and the original, the OG baby. So my spirituality is not about obedience or perfection. It's about staying connected enough to listen, staying honest enough to reflect, and staying humble enough not to confuse urgency with righteousness. I do not believe I'm chosen. I believe I'm responsible. And for me, that's what faith looks like. It took me fucking 3 hours to write. I hope that this helped you understand my point of view so that you really truly know if you resonate with my videos or my way of communicating, and if you really do want to watch me. Love you guys.